la re tshisa ka di slop eme re hleng yo ha. What's going on, people? A happy new year. It is going to be new year by the time this drops. I hope everyone had a fantastic crossover. Welcome back to League Game for another video. It's yet another loss. Ipswich Town 2, Chelsea 0. You know, second loss on the bounce. Not the result we wanted, obviously. We were piss poor. I'm not going to even, beat around the bush. We were poor. Boys were poor. It did look like it was going to be one of those performances, those scrappy performances, if we had one. But now, the fact that we couldn't even score a goal.
Come on, man.
It's disappointing. It really is. And when I saw that Ipswich have not won against us since forever, obviously, because they've been relegated way back when. They haven't even won a home game this season, which is crazy. But then I just thought, you know what, it couldn't be helped. Just the thing with Chelsea FC, that whenever a team hasn't performed, hasn't been the best, teams that have not even won games just come up against Chelsea and they manage to get a result. I'm not going to just attribute this loss to that phenomenon. Overall, we just didn't look like we would get back in it. There was no sense of urgency. Dip in quality from the first half. It was just, the game was all over the place. Our play was all over the place. Lazy in some instances. We kept crossing the ball with Nkunku up front, which, doesn't make sense to me. But before I get into the game a bit, let me just take you through the goals. Liam Delap making himself a problem for our defense. Obviously had to be in the thick of things when he, essentially bought that penalty. I'll get into that just now. It's a very soft penalty. Soft. This is one of the softest penalties I've ever seen given. The player was stretching for the ball. Got a heavy touch. The ball was out of play. He was already stretching. He was already going down. Had to rely on contact in that moment. And the contact was even minimal. So, from the referee's perspective, that is a howler. And then for the second goal, Disasi with no pressure on him at all, just simply misplaces a pass, too casual. Liam Delap gets on it, drives, plays the ball through to Omari Hutchinson for him to do the rest. It's a good finish. That's it. So both teams were very lively in the beginning. Ipswich were a bit more incisive in the first stages of the game, with Liam Delap already making an impression, trying to make himself a problem for our defenders. He was really very much in the thick of things, just being a problem. My brother, you passed your audition. You honestly did. I don't know, maybe he's aware of the rumors, but I feel like he told himself that day that, here I have to make an impression. And he did. And you know what? Kudos to him. He got the reward. He got the pen. He essentially bought that pen. But, whatever. Both teams creating chances. Ipswich as well created a couple of chances, especially in the first half. A couple of good chances. We needed Jorgensen to step up and make some big saves, and he did. Otherwise, it would have been very bleak. Those were good attempts as well. Liam Delap again. We also had good opportunities to score. Palmer had his free kick, hit the post. Nkunku failed to rebound it into the goal. There was an open goal, kicked it straight into the keeper's hands.
What the fuck?
Again had his shot from outside the box saved. It was a good save as well. João Felix had a goal denied for offside. Had a free header saved, had a shot blocked. So we cannot say that the opportunities were not there. It's not a question of being found out, because we did manage to get through them. We did manage to create chances, opportunities to score. We just didn't make the most of some of them, and in other instances we were just unfortunate to be offside or have our shots hit the post or have our shots blocked. And since the second goal, we've just lost our way. That really just killed our momentum, killed the spirit. There was no sense of urgency after that. Some parts of our play being very lazy as well. An overall dip in quality in the second half from the first half. I feel like in the first half we were more likely. We just didn't take our chances. Our subs didn't really impact the game the way that we wanted to. It's overall disappointing. Sancho tried. Jackson, not a good cameo from him. Pedro Neto as well, wouldn't say. Just, they were just okay. Didn't really, change the game. And in the end, Ipswich leave with a famous win. Disappointed in the players. The team sheet was good on paper, but some individuals, we know what the issues are with them this season. They're playing out of position, said individuals. We can't really blame them for that. Disasi, for example. I'm not trying to scapegoat the man, but the kind of mistake that he made in this game, that's not a mistake you make because you're playing out of position. That is just due to lack of concentration. And I really think that was the mistake that killed the game. Everyone, I think, our only goal threats were Palmer and Felix. Enzo Maresca made the decision, especially after the second goal, to take Felix off, which, I'm looking at him sideways for that. Because why would you take off one of our better performers? If a goal was to come, it was likely going to be through him or Palmer. Moises Caicedo was pushing as well in midfield. Enzo was okay. Kukurea was okay. Ferguson made some good saves. Seeding 2 doesn't help his case. Tosin, poor. Disasi, decent up until that mistake. That mistake erased everything. Colwell, obviously, no one is getting props. Everyone needs to do better. The coach as well. It's really not nice to go into a slump and having to go to Sellers Park next. Environment is going to be hostile, going to pose another challenge, especially given the fact that we failed to beat these people in the beginning of the season. You can only face the team that's in front of you. So we need to respond swiftly. A drop off like this was expected, with this being a young team playing under a new manager. Slip ups like this were always going to be expected. I think it just came sooner rather than later for me, because when we were looking at these past 3 fixtures, especially these 3 fixtures that we failed to win, we were salivating. So it's very disappointing for us to come away with 1 point and 1 goal in all those 3 matches. 1 point out of a possible 9. It's honestly just, no. But I trust the coach to come up with a solution and to get us out of this rut. I believe he's intelligent enough to understand the problems and to implement steps to solve said problems. Looking at him with a side eye though for not taking accountability, because some of these were honestly on him. Team selection, the decisions that he makes, not making subs early enough, sometimes making the wrong subs, especially in this game. Those things are things you have to look at as well. But honestly, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think we'll get out of it soon enough. Hopefully against Palace we get a result. But yeah, this honestly something needs to be done ASAP. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment sections below. How do you find that game? To know your thoughts on the game, I'd like to know your thoughts on the team performance, and just overall this December run What do you think? Let me know in the comment sections below. Please, if you're new, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, keep it M.